everybody. It's Art Angel Becca. I know it's been a while. Christmas, and then I was sick. So, yeah. So I got Pentiment for, like, Christmas present, I guess. Probably not what he meant by it, but I got it from my husband, so yeah. But I did get, like, the little fire boy from Adventure Time. He's so cute. But yeah. Let's get started. I kind of want to use the stylized font, even though I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time. Game uses stylized fonts and writing effects. No. Okay. Firewolf Pup is too pure for this world. He is. A baby. I like him a lot. Alright. I have a rock. Take all this up. Yes, this game is quite loud, is it? Okay. Well, I already did the thing, so hold on just a second. Is it just louder than me? Because I can move my mic. That better? April 15, 18. An artist slips. Artist mind. Oh. The abbot said to me, Andreas. Oh, did I click out of the game? Yes, I did. Don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. I need you to finish this command that is loud in my ear. Okay. The long finger. Why is it so long? That was loud before, Jesus Christ. I need you to finish this commission by the end of April. Keep your conversations with Brother Piero to a minimum. What is that? What am I doing? It's hand. Hmm. I'm not sure what... we'll do this one, I guess. Brother Piero is such a source of wisdom and encouragement for you, though. Indeed, but the rule of the Christian contemplative life demands that the brothers not engage in idle chatter. Jesus Christ, what a pack of dullards. Be happy you're only stuck there for a few more months, Aunt Andreas. Andreas? How did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? I apologize and said I avoid unnecessary conversations in the future. I replied the rule was for him, not for me. I'm an artist, not a monk. I just nodded and kept working. That's me at work. You should stop talking to them so much. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not worth arguing about, especially as the abbot isn't even there to observe you on most days. Right, not like prior. Ferenc? I'm gonna butcher these. Ferenc is any less of a prick. Andreas can labor equally well under either master, albeit with as much guidance from Brother Piero. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Oh, Jesus. Then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty, at least? Where am I and what is happening? So my brother said in his letter, but maybe he's just trying to lift my spirits. The small portrait they sent was lovely, but we artists can be flatterers. Oh, who knows? That's not why I'm doing it anyway. We'll just see this one. It is growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave us. Ah, true, Your Majesty. Will you visit us again soon, Prester John? I guess I haven't even read the names. I just kind of was reading. Hopefully, but it's out of my control, Your Majesty. I don't know, Your Majesty. Well, I can't always dream of this place, Your Majesty. As are many things, trust in Providence. Grobian. Please see Andreas safely home. He's a saint? I didn't even... Of course, Your Majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, Your Majesty. I have no idea what's going on. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. I never do. Do you see... Okay, but do you see that guy licking the boat down there at the bottom? He goes... Silly. Boat licker. Ow! At least I would if they'd stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. Hee, they're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. How foolish of me. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shit, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. I won't. The abbot can't push me around. He's just trying to keep order in the abbey. I'm an outsider. It'll be fine. I don't want to cause any trouble. don't know what these choices actually do. It'll be fine. I don't want to cause trouble. That's no way to think about it. You need to stand up for yourself. Ow. I got kicked in the shin. Gah! Would you please stop? Wait, I give up. Take me home, Grobian. Hee hee, as you wish, Andreas. Pass out. Ugh. Whoa. Who are you, little thing? Good morning, Ursula. Glow jar. Such a little baby. Time to get up. Oh. Baron. A few more pages back to the Abbey. Picatrix. The Key of Solomon, the Heptarim prayer keeps giving me all these books to read. Really clean this up. I'm not tired yet. Perhaps after Compline? What am I reading? Oh, you know... I didn't realize that the description was off to the side. Compline. Monastic hour corresponding to 8 p.m. One of the little hours of prayer. The monks and nuns retired to a dormitory shortly afterward. Prayer for text? Originally from Hungary, Ferg is the prayer of Curaçao Abbey and is responsible for running the scriptorium, known for his interest in esoteric books. Brother Piero of Verona, artist of Curaçao Abbey, known for its kindness and helpful nature. Brother Piero is also respected as a master painter, specializing in works of extraordinary color. Daughter of Peter and Clara, half-sister of Eva and Big George. Berg, free imperial city of Holy Roman Empire, major trade center and city of arts, including printing. The Rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the Rule provides principles for living a monastic life. A few more pages. Prime, hour 6. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the abbey so I can start work at the scriptorium. There's me. Alright. Andreas Mahler? Blah. Okay. Let's just go downstairs into the Gurnter house. Ursula, hello. And the rare. She's so cute. Look at her little face. Babies real be like that though. Hi, Clara. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Quite well, actually, thank you. Ordinary as far as sleeping goes. I like he'll fix his mistakes in his writing. He puts sleeping goes. Not well, but there's nothing to be done about it. Quite well, actually, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Otto. Oh, that guy? Okay. Otto stopped by. Just a second. Yes, around dawn. You. I forgot to read their names. Here you are, Andreas. That's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we... Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? And if we raised it by 2 groschen? Groschen, a type of thick silver coin minted throughout the Holy Roman Empire. Groschen are typically worth 12 pfennigs, but may be minted at different values. Okay, but do you see the cats down there? Down there. They're all hugging. They're little babies. And then there's like a dragon thing over there. Way over there with a hatchet. I like the kitties though. That peacock has an axe though. Is that a peacock? I think it's a lizard. It's got like little curly feet. Oh, I don't know. Hey, I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it, even more than usual, I mean. Who's Peter? Oh, him. Okay. Wait. Another dog. Of course, no problem at all. Besides, we won't want Peter to lose any more of his precious hair. I suppose that's not out of the question. Yeah, I think I can manage that. I can't promise anything. I'll see what I can do. Well, wait. Were these taxes unexpected? I'm not sure how to... Well, that's not out of the question. Yes, I think I can manage that. Let's do that one. We're so grateful, truly, Andreas. I apologize again for asking. It's just awful to be stuck in such a position. Our taxes get harder to pay every year. Peter works hard, but it just never seems like it's enough. Saint Luke bless you for helping us out. Saint Luke, Christian evangelist and patron saint of artists and physicians, often represented by a winged bull. Speaking of Saint Luke, how's your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the divine office that Prior Furic allows me to work on my masterpiece. Divine office. The prayer times observed by all Christian monastic orders. Monks and nuns pray together 7 times a day and once at night, as dictated by the rule of St. Benedict. 7 times a day? Oh my gosh. How do people do that? Never remember. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. City council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients, and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to a university, and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after... steps, some wandering, a little too much fun. Oops. It must be rather frightening, starting all over again. I owe it to my family to make something of my life. It is, but I know I know now that this is what I want to do. This will be remembered. Not many people get to decide that. Certainly not anyone in Tassing. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching some beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. It is. It's my finest work. It's getting there. Well, it's hard to say until it's done. It's getting there. Hard work will get you all the way. That's what my father used to say. Rest his soul. God rest his soul. God. There's a bear with the goat hanging out of his mouth. Now I have to get back to my own work. Good day at the Abbey, Andreas. And we'll see you after Vespers for supper. He misspells a lot of words. Monastic hour at dusk. One of the major prayer hours is followed by supper. Okay. Not tonight, but thank you. Clara Drucker invited me over for supper. Or Klaus. Klaus Drucker. Of course. Please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Until later, Clara. Key. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Clara. Can you spare a moment to chat? Of course, Andreas. How can I help you? I was wondering if I could help with your tax troubles. You said you were behind on taxes to the Abbey. Exactly how much are you short? Oh, Andreas, you're our guest and tenant. Besides, it's far too much for one person to pay alone. Can't be that much, can it? Your farm is smaller than Johann's. That guy. How much is it? 2 goldens. Can't pay your rent early. That's alright. I'm sure we can find some way to pay the abbot. Happy to contribute whatever I can. I know times are hard for you right now. No, I'll have my payment for you. I was merely curious. Ah, I see. Peter's too proud of a man to ask for charity when there's still ground to till. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked you about rent in the first place. You're young and have your own life ahead. Happy to pay early, Clara. You've been a good host to me, and I could do without more than your family. For sure. Bless you, Andreas. Don't mention this to Peter, alright? He would hate to know I told you about our troubles. He won't know a thing. Alright. Thank you, Andreas. Till later, Clara. I'm a good person. Maybe. Hello, Ursula. Andrea. There we go. Now I'm outside. Peter. There's ill Peter. Damn it. Big George. Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big George. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He had a big rock with the plow, and it took me Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Day but Sunday. Where else would I be going? Right. Thank God for Sundays. Sorry, I'm still kind of phlegmy. Smells like a storm's coming, no? Huh? Just smells like fresh alpine air to me. You've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your wanderers before you came to Tessie? Wanderers here. Shafri? Shar. Wandering years. During which a journeyman artist or craftsman travels far and wide to improve their skills. There is a cat with a burning pot tied to its back down there. And a dog staring at it like, I know this now. I like these pictures. This is great. I could look at these all day. Rocket Cat. He's going. Or she. Looks more like a girl to me. Pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. Press and hold to convert your choice. Andreas knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. Low Countries. Andreas knows some Dutch and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. Andreas knows Italian and Low Greek and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan. Hey, your stream tags are still for Cat Quest. Whoops. You are right. I mean, there are cats. I'm on a quest. Kitties. Okay. Now they're not. Hopefully. Whoops. Oh well. It does not matter. Let's see, do I want to know what Italian, French, and those places? Dutch and French? Oh. Oops. Or Italian and Greek. I don't know where I'm at, so I guess I could find, I could have if I wasn't in this menu. All fixed. Hey, pick a number between 1 and 3. Three. Okay, we're going to be from Italy. Italy, Florence for a while, but Venice and Milan as well. God. Milan, one of the largest cities in Europe. Milan was once a major state in the Italian peninsula before becoming part of the Spanish Habsburg Empire. It is an economic and cultural power due to its position among central trade routes. Yeah. Home to the powerful Medici family, Florence, who ruled the city for centuries. Florence is known for its artistic patronage, hosting artists and thinkers including Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, Botticelli, and Machiavelli. Wasn't that like, or like Assassin's Creed 2 was in Florence? Venice, one of the most powerful republics on the Italian peninsula, sitting on the northwest coast of the Adriatic Sea. Venice is a major center for commerce and art in southern Europe. Italy? No wonder your senses are dull. You've been down there too long. Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years. I don't think I have that long, Big George. What'd you spend all that time in Italy doing anyway? Other than art, I mean. Great, more choices. Andreas seeks out pleasure wherever he goes. He is extremely social and quite experienced in all of the enjoyable vices of the world. Andreas lives to work and dedicates all of his time to his art. Andreas spends all of his non-working free time finding and reading as many books as possibly can. Andreas has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. Why do I want to do rapscallion? Sounds funniest. Yeah, I guess so. Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expense, and making investments, balance his books. Fine. Getting in trouble. I got involved in a scheme or two, a bit of mischief, more than a few brawls. Street fighting is a sort of pastime on the Italian peninsula. Just a little fun, really. Sounds like a strange way to pass the time, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get going. George, let's go! Legalize being a rapscallion, a real troublemaker. It's normalized, not legalized. Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. Legalized ranch. What? See you later, Andreas. Till later. Bye, Big George. Andreas. Hey, Andreas. You say hello to the girls today? Eva and Clara? Eva? No, I mean the chickens. Peter, James, and John. They like it when you stroke their back, or give them a good scratch from to the breast. You named your chickens after the apostles? Little chickies. Isn't that blasphemy? I guess when you put it plain like that. But I hear about the apostles every Sunday in Mass. They witness Jesus' greatest moments of glory in his darkest trials. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls and me. They see everything I deal with around here. Makes perfect sense to me, Big Shores. You have much in common with Christ. Word of advice, don't mention that to anyone else, especially the Father. You're making fun. It's fine. I get it. I'll just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? Oh, we sell them to the Bowers. Clara says we need the extra money for taxes. Anyway, I should get back to it. Until later, Andreas. Till then. Okay. Hold that for you, sure. Okay. Ill, Peter. God bless you. Andreas. Oh, yes, Andreas. This weather's been god-awful. This town's gone to shit since my days. I don't think the townsfolk can do much about the weather. Were things very different when you were young? Different as beer and piss. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. Piss, delicious piss. Perchta, pagan goddess of the Alps, associated with animals and spinning wool. She is still invoked by some Christians in Austria, Switzerland, Bavaria, and Swabia. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the White Lady's name was on our lips. Church banned all observations of pagan gods, ill Peter. Sort of old customs. I thought Saint Moritz protected Tassing. Think that spirits have been fouling the weather since no one follows the customs anymore? Saint Moritz. Saint Moritz is the patron saint of Tassing. Legend states he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for their faith. His hand is a relic in Kirsaw's shrine. Sortival customs. The kind that scare away witches and keep spirits from calling storm clouds over our farms. Saints weren't the first to watch over Tassing. My father knew that. Old Rannig Kemper knew that. Rannig Kemper, the late husband of Attilia. Was Attilia. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. Like the old widow, Attilia. I like that blinky pig there. Yeah, he's good. I won't mention that at the Abbey. What do these traditions entail? When you get up in the night to take a piss, go around the right side of the house and never go back the same way. That way the witches don't steal your soul. Oh, how interesting. I should go. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Hello, shippers. Hello, chickies. Let's go. Andres? Oh, Andreas, good timing. You have a moment to lend a hand? I'm already late to the Abbey. Of course. Wonderful, I've got too many irons in the fire. Or rather, horseshoes. I miscounted how many I put in. Now I need a hand. Else they'll overheat and I won't be able to work the metal. Here, take the shoe and the tongs. Put the hot part of the shoe on the anvil and I'll hit it with the hammer. Good, next one. Okay. Ah, well done. See, short work. Thanks for the help, Andreas. Blacksmith's finally. I don't know what I was thinking doing all those at once. It sure would be nice to have someone to help me out here every day. Have you considered an apprentice? Have you considered a child? Don't look at me. Painting is hard enough. I have. None of the boys in the village seem interested. Keep at them. I bet you could get Bert Drucker. That little tiny boy right there. Go. Ha! Klaus would have my head if I tried. Klaus. Anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'll see you in Otto up by the Abbey guest house for dinner. Until then. Okay. Hold that for you, sir. Okay. There's sheep everywhere. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? Finally. Oh shoot, finally. What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on him. That looks a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Ah, morning, Andreas. Excuse us. One of the fence rails fell, and the sheep started hopping it. Is there something I can do to help? Should I offer to help? No, excuse me. I'll try to stay out of your way. Martin, idiot. You going to help them? You should count all the sheep. There's way too many sheep. $21, maybe? Have you ever handled sheep before? Well, no. Good point. I think my eyes are bad. Well, one walked off the screen, so let's see, there he is. 21. Then no, but thank you. Christian of you to offer. Oh look, there's something going on up at the Steiner's place. Oh, he's pointing. Down the horse, looks rich. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky has given him an earful. I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when Johan pulled his pants down. Knocked two of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. You think he's a noble? He looks really rich. Damn it, Martin. God damn it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. What, Aunt Hetty? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Of course, see you later. Don't work too hard, Martin. Good luck. Hope your aunt and your cousin alright. Eat shit, Andreas. Eat shit. Well, fuck you too, dude. Well, can I go this way? What's over here? More sheep. What's this way? Church of Druckers. I only follow these little paths. Indra Schmidt's smithy is so much smaller than the one we uses at the Abbey. Yeah. Oh, I can't. There's duckies over there. Can't go up there. Wait, what's... Can I go down? No. Clear path, but whatever. God dang, that's a lot of ships. Yeah. Alright, got Drucker House. I think it wants you to talk to the horse lads. I couldn't. It has those little thingies when it wants you to talk to them. See, it's got these little symbols. There's nothing there. That horse lad looks upset though. He does. So I will leave for now and hope for the best. Chippies, move out of my way. What morning, Andreas? How's it going? Why did it do that? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey. Another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by the supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. Marie and Bert. It's him. It's really him, Santa Claus. I'm guessing I'm saying it wrong. It's probably like Klaus or Claus. Like Klaus. I don't know. You really need to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. Till Eulenspiegel, the titular character of a popular 15th century book. Till is a prankster, continually exposing the vices and hypocrisy of others. He is also quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his excrement. Gross. That is a bird face right down there. That's nasty. Yeah. I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from... heresy, witch mania, adventure stories of questionable moral repute, your sloppy typesetting. Witch mania. He doesn't mind those so much, actually. No? As long as they don't go too carnal. Oh. So it's supper tonight after Vespers. Of course, thank you. Great. I'll tell Marie and Bert you're coming. See you then. See you later. Alright. Wait, what's... There's a little symbol here. No, that's... Never mind. Who are you? God bless, Master Mate. I finally get to eat dinner at Claus's table. God bless, Master Mailer. Mahler. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. It's going quite well. I'm just on my way up the hill to get to work. Thank you, Father, but I'm running late to the Abbey. Good, good. Andreas, I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning Mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Yes, I apologize, Father Thomas. I promise you I'll make it this Sunday. I do, but I've been working on sketches late at night, and I just stayed up too late. What is this? What is this thought bubble thing? Never picked one. I thought you said Father Thomas at first. Thomas. Do the cloud? Okay. I just stay up too late on Saturday. I want to get into an argument with him about this. So I haven't seen him yet. Would going to church on Sunday be such a burden? If not for his sake, consider it for your own. A man has many, many duties. Father Thomas should appreciate how hard you work to help the Abbey. This asshole can't make you go to Mass? Get to hell with him. Oh, so it's your little, like, inner thought people that they showed at the beginning. Like, should I do that? I can't go back, so I gotta pick one. Man has many, many duties. Almost everyone in town works hard, though. I do, but I've been working on sketches late at night, and... We'll just do this one. Andreas, this is about more than your success in this life. This is another... There's horse people. Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Mailer, this is Lorenz, Baron of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. Worms. Prosperous imperial free city in the western part of the empire located on the Rhine River. Worms has been the site of many imperial diets. Worms. You guys named your town Worms. They just didn't care at that point, I guess. I'm naming town Worms. Exactly. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors here were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull. Is that his wife? That looks like a... I don't think that's his wife. Innsbruck, capital of the Austrian country of Tyrol and major stop on the Imperial Road connecting Italy and Bavaria. It is the closest major city to Curacao Abbey. He's just talking about his wife. Won't you ride around? I guess you wouldn't ride around with your wife during that time. There's some other dude riding with. Guessing notably, it was also the site of witch trials in 1485. Yes, I already read that one. Okay. Look at that radish. Radish. Oh, it's gone. I mean, it has certain charm coming to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the emperor's diet. The imperial diet is an assembly of the 3 colleges of the imperial estates of the Holy Roman Empire. Prince electors, princes and dukes, the representatives of the imperial cities. They meet to deliberate on matters of importance to the empire. Don't say. Emperor? Was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter. Who was the artist, my lord? Why was the diet assembled, my lord? How's Venice, my lord? I lived there only a few years ago. Well, since this one's special, I feel like I should do that one, but I don't know. Diet is a lot different than these people. Diet? Is it diet or diet? I don't know. Say nothing. Oh, fascinating. Well, the city's Jews now live in their own quarter in the north. These artists are still producing wonderful work. Titian, in particular, is a god. That's blasphemous? No offense, Father. Of course. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kearsarge. Okay, so his wife is back in Innsbruck. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. Father Matthias, abbot of Kearsarge before Father Gernot, widely respected by the monks and nuns, as well as the people of Tassing, known for his kindness and his love of books. A great loss for the abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune I recently came across a copy of the Historia Tassicae. Tassiae? He was reading during my last visit. Historia Tassiae, an account of the early history of Tassing. Kearsarge's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothvogel brought another to the abbey as a gift. Cool. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Ah, yes, But I must be off. There will be time enough to discuss Tassing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check on its progress. Okay, that's him. That's the guy. Oh, my lord. If you have come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mailer here. Not quite a true master yet. I still have to marry and be approved by our city council. It's an honor to meet you, my lord. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the Abbey's scriptorium. Scriptorium, a room for writing, illustrating, and illuminating manuscripts. Though typically associated with monasteries, they have disappeared from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. A Nuremberger artist working in an abbey scriptorium in 1518? Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Of course, my lord, it would be an honor. Well, I'm already late to the abbey, but I suppose it's all right. Surely my lord would find little entertainment or companionship in me. Wonderful. It's so rare to find someone in the countryside who knows anything about art. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the abbot's table. Is Did the abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do? Refuse us? Ho. I... Excellent. We will see you then. My class. I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mailer. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. Okay, great. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not be a master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married. But in truth, I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years, at Erfurt. Erfurt is one of the most populous cities in the empire and is located near its heart. It has been home to a respected university since 1379 and is a center for humanist thought. Erfurt! Wonderful! The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. Martin Luther, alright. I just realized Andreas has major bird leg syndrome going on. I think that's just the way they draw their legs back then. Look at that cat. He's looking at his stuff there. And then they got another cat. Oh. A little chihuahua on top of him. Martin Luther, priest and professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg. Controversial for his opinions on the church's sale of indulgences to forgive sin, which were recently published and distributed throughout the empire. Like Lutherans? He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait. Yeah. Wait, you may have even met him. Did you? You must tell me. No. He was a few years ahead of me. Still, his ideas do seem fascinating. His blah, 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 blah. His ideas don't hold much interest for me, I'm afraid. I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have even read his list of 95 theses against the church. 95 theses, a list of propositions against the church's practice of selling indulgences for their mission of sin. It's written in 1517 by Martin Luther. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Granot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Forgive me, Baron, but did you attend university? You seem very well educated. Why are you so interested in my education? Ha, no. My family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Circio to Ficino and Aramus, and everyone in between and yet to come. That is a lot of names. Okay. Aristotle, Greek philosopher and student of Plato, renowned as a polymath. He wrote on a wide variety of subjects. His work is extensively cited by current scholars, and even more work is attributed to him than he could have ever written. Aramus of Rotterdam, a Dutch priest and philosopher who is preeminent among northern humanists. Erasmus. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, sorry. No, thank you. Erasmus. Erasmus. A Dutch priest and philosopher. Oh yeah, give me the pun. Oh. Alright. He's known for his works in Latin and Greek, as well as his calls for reform within the church. Cicero. Hello, fellowship. Would you like Paris? How do they think that'll work? I don't understand. Is it Cerso? Cercio? Cercero. No, I meant. You know how to say that name? Not real China. What name? Cicero. Cicero? Cicero. 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 Cicero? Cicero. Okay, I said it right the first time. Alright. Statesman, scholar, lawyer, and renowned orator of the late Roman Republic. He is revered both for his contributions to Latin literature and his skill at rhetoric. Ficino, Marsilio Ficino was a 15th century Italian priest and humanist who was one of the leading figures of the Italian Renaissance. He is well known for his translations of the work of Plato into Latin. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? In truth, I am simply... Why did it erase the whole thing and rewrite it? In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working toward a doctorate, but didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Theology? Andreas has a strong understanding of Catholic theology, biblical knowledge, canon law, heresies, and similar subjects. No thanks. Imperial law. Andreas knows the basics of the fractured systems of laws that govern the various states of the Holy Roman Empire. Andreas is familiar with the basics of human biology, medicine, and illness. Which one of these two do you think? We have imperial law or medicine? I don't want to do theology. I think I'll do medicine. All things medical. Studying the latest and greatest texts coming out of Italy. Yes, the Italians continue to innovate in that area. Extraordinary, really. Fascinating work. Who knows what secrets we may learn about the human body in the decades to come. Oh, there's someone walking. You! If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. Me? Curse you. Oh, him. Okay. Attila, gasp. No, I'm innocent. She's talking about him, not me. So. Curse you, Lorenz Rothvogel. Perchta's dogs tearing you to pieces will be too kind of fate. Okay, bye. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What was that about? Who knows? Perchta sounds like a cheese. She's a pagan lady. She's a lady. She's some kind of god or whatever. The white lady. Excuse me. Who knows, by the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably be dead. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium. Yes. Trivium and quadrivium. Trivium and quadrivium represent the lower and upper divisions of a classical liberal arts university education. So they're, what do they call it here? They're, I went to college and I can't remember what this is called. Whatever. Latin, grammar, logic, and rhetoric form the trivium. Arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy form the quadrivium. I don't remember what it's called. Did you have a favorite subject? Math, of course. Latinist. Andreas has a strong command of Latin grammar and vocabulary. He can easily recall Sentiae Antiquae, code words of wisdom from the Roman Republic and Empire. Logician. Andreas instinctively thinks through the implications of information as he receives it, is adept at spatial analysis, and can easily perform complicated calculations ahead. No. Andreas excelled at rhetoric in university. He is a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. Andreas knows a soul-endangering amount of theoretical and practical knowledge of alchemy, astrology, theurgy, necromancy, and various magical rites and ceremonies. Heavens and earth. Boltus. Okay. Do it. Alright, hold on a second. Andreas knows a great deal about the constellations, heavenly bodies, and their movement. He is also familiar with various plants and animals from study and personal experience. Flemmy. Ugh. Oh, I gotta click in here. I use my access to the university's library to pursue more esoteric interests. Oh, esoteric how? Mystical texts, books on alchemy, invoking spirits, divination, purely academic, of course. Of course. I started with Ficino's Corpus Hermeticum, my interest only deepened from there. Compilation of 17 religious and philosophical treatises encompassing the soteriology of Hermes Trismegistus, or thrice great Hermes. The centuries-old texts reflect Egyptian, Greek, and Jewish traditions and ideas, and were translated into Latin in the late 15th century by Marsilio Ficino and Lodovico Lazzarelli. This is a lot of words. Quite interesting, Andreas. I'll make some time to speak with you more on this topic during my stay. I look forward to it, my lord. As you wish, my lord. Please be discreet about it, my lord. I look forward to it. And your other studies? Was there anything else you excelled at? Ah, man, I didn't want to pick another one. Let's do heavens and earth. That sounds good. I love studying the natural world, my lord. Both the heavens above and the wild spaces around us. Formerly, I studied as much astronomy as I could. It's incredible how much we've learned from both the Arabs and the Greeks. True, but even now we continue to discover more about what we can see within the celestial sphere. began as pagan myths to explain our place in the world may help us understand our place in the heavens. And this may seem foolish, but I spent a lot of time in the wilderness, learning about plants and animals. Really? Did the libraries of Erfurt not have enough herbals to satisfy your curiosity? I don't mean to malign our most august Greek and Roman authors, but De Materia Medica was written before the coming of Christ. De Materia Medica, a pharmacopoeia or book for creating compound medicines written by Pedanius Dioscorides. Why did they have such long, hard names? A Greek physician and botanist who was employed in the Roman army, the 5-volume text has been a primary source of botanical information for centuries. Dioscorides. Dioscorides? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Surely there is more that we can learn about plants, insects, and animals by observing them in nature. There are some crazy languages. Sad to say, but I only speak English. Beyond that, I simply have a love for wild places. The Queen's English, yeah. No, not the Queen's English, just like American English. While I do not share your academic interest in nature, I must admit that I sometimes enjoy the solitude of a walk in the woods. Ah, there's the Abbey. I have good memories of this place, and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How'd you come to know him? How'd you come to know of Kearsarge at all? My family have been patrons of Kearsarge for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago I heard that Kearsarge... Am I saying that right? I hope I am. Kearsarge still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Well, there's not much left of it these days. 2 old men, a young scribe, and me. As good a place as any to create art. The artists that remain here are quite talented, if a bit old-fashioned. Well, perhaps it is nostalgia that brings me back here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Granola a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no. I do know the artist well, the venerable Brother Piero. How venerable? He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. And I very much look forward to seeing it. Okay. There's bunnies everywhere. Look at those horses. Miklas. Tend to the horses, the baggage. I'm heading up to the abbey. Yes, my lord. I love horses and bonbons. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Whoa. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. Benedictine. Founded in the 6th century, the Benedictines are a Christian monastic order that observes vows of obedience, poverty, chastity, and stability under the rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then, Kearsarge is a place out of time in more ways than one. You know Mother Cecilia? She seemed to recognize you. Why were they closed? We are acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that. Okay. Ah, you must be Father Gernot. I am Lorenz, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Ah, if you say so, I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes. I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Okay. Andreas, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium. Now. Okay. Of course, Father, I'm eager to get to work. Why are you taking this out on me? It's not my problem. It's about time to ask for an advance on my payment for the Book of Hours. Type of illuminated manuscript that contains an abbreviated form of the prayers for the divine office in addition to other religious texts. Most are relatively plain, but wealthy patrons often commission lavish examples with elaborate illustrations. Bad time for an advance. Kitty. Was there a kitty? Yes. Look at that kitty with that puppy. Yeah, he look angry. He's angry. His leg is like broken. Really. Grr. Little spicy booger. I should ask again when he's in a better mood. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthew, to pay me early. Got the glasses. Okay. All else fails. I could liberate some money from this sacristy. Way to get paid. Okay. But the cloister, church. How'd they get me in the game? What the heck? I know, right? Like a perfect illustration of you. Let's go to the cloister. Infirmary. My likeness. Gasp. Saint Luke, the patron of artists, is also the patron of healers. Okay. Florian. God bless you, Andreas. Brother Florian, how are you? Brothers and sisters are well, so I am well, thank God. Andreas, have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately? Yes, quite recently. Why? I believe he may be receiving a medical text from Bologna. Is that Bologna? Or Bologna? Is it Bologna? Is that how you say that? I can never remember. I'm quite interested in it. Bologna. Why is there a G in it? Tell me that. Bologna. Just how it is. Yeah. Bologna. One of the largest cities in Italy, Bologna has been a center... I hate saying that. That sounds so stupid. Bologna has been a center of arts for centuries. It houses a well-known university which was home to both Dante and Petrarch, where all the Bolognians... Salome? Would it be Salome then? Comes from... Salagma. Salami? Is that how you say... That's not how it's spelled. I was just okay. Legare l'Italiano? Can you read Italian? Oh, was he speaking a different language before? I did not read that bad. Being real silly. You are right silly. You right silly. Ah, no, little Italian. My Latin is not as good as I would like. Oh, Lord. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it, if he has the time. I'm sure he'll make time. He's a patient teacher. That he is. I will see you later, Andreas. Until then. Okay. Most of these medicines were made by Agnes Stenauren. With some help. I didn't get to read that. From Sister Gertrude. I like Sister Gertrude. She's a big lady. She's a big, like, round lady. She's so cute. Probably mean or something. I don't know. Chapter house. Let's go to chapter house. I don't know what any of these places are. I'm just like wandering around. A Dance of Death mural. Father Matthias had it painted a few years before his death. It's beautiful. Dance of Death, an artistic allegory on the constancy of death. Illustrations often feature people from every station of society to communicate that death inevitably claims everyone, from the peasant to the emperor. Yes, that's as true. There he is. Look at those guys. The radish. Was he there again? I missed. Let me go look at this thing. No. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. There he is. There's also a chameleon. I like this mural. It's good. Good mural. Okay. Large garden. Quite large. Rectory. Here are recipes the brothers have for peas. These cucumbers are growing quickly. I'm sure whatever it isn't eaten will be pickled. Peas, please. No, I don't want it. Abbott house. What's in your house, Abbott? Oh, it's you. You're in your house. Oh, this is just the father, right? He's not the Abbott. God bless you, Andreas. Okay. Puppy. Pet. Mirabile. Look at that puppy. I would never pet a dog like that in real life. I probably would. Yeah. He's scruffy. Gurno. Andreas. God bless you, Father Gurno. I wanted to speak with you on behalf. Yeah, I want to speak with you on behalf of the Gertners. The Gertners? What about them? Struggling to cope with the increase on taxes, I'd like to negotiate a better rate on their behalf. Clara mentioned they're behind on tax payment to the Abbey. I told her I'd talk to you about the matter. I want you to lay the late payment on the Gertners' taxes. You are an artist, Andreas, not a banker. The financial agreements between the Abbey and the Gertners are none of your business. Not in the long run, Father, but I hate to see them struggling. Can't we discuss something? They are, now that they've asked me for my rent early in order to pay the Abbey. Curacao owes the land the Gertners farm. They have a financial responsibility to the Abbey. It's not only my right to to tax the farmers, but my responsibility to provide my brothers and sisters. For my brothers and sisters. I'm sorry, but the Gertners will have to find their own way to pay what they owe. God bless you. Okay, you little dickbag. Abby. Dogs are okay. Let's go in here. Kind of wandering around. The brothers eat their meals. This is where the lector reads to them. kitchen. I like this thing that they just stick things in. Assume it's some kind of a potted thing. Lucas. Hello, Andreas. How goes it in the kitchen? Is Brother Wajlov working you hard? Scruffy man. Looks like a knife pin cushion. Yeah. Well, it had like spoons and stuff sticking out of it too. Not too bad. Brother Wajlov is nice to me. It's Father Abbot and Brother Prior who would make things hard. How so? I shouldn't complain. They just like their food a certain way, and I'm not that good at cooking yet. I'm sure Brother Wajlov will teach you well in time. What you all need is more variety. Want me to get you some mushrooms from the forest? Yeah, let's do that. I know all the best types, you understand? I know all the best types, you understand? I like how it's in green, like... You think that will help? I only use what's in the cellar. Brother Adak complains about his food too, but he complains to Brother Wajlov. Wajlov? What does Brother Adak know about food anyways? He's from Cornwall. I don't even know where that is. Land to the west, across the sea, where all they eat is fish. Sounds miserable. That's always what he complains about, the fish. Like some plane, I think. Don't lose heart, Brother Lucas. You're still learning. Thanks. See you later, Andres. Until later. Okay. To the cellar. Wajlov. Morning, Andreas. British food in it. Blimey. Morning, Andreas. How's living with the Gertners? It's great. They're a lovely family. Good. We get along well enough. Well, it's a room in a peasant home, so I can't expect much. Clara's a good woman, and she looks after Big George and Eva like they were her own. They're not her own? They're both almost fully grown. True. I suppose it's less that they need looking after, more that she cares to. What I got. Pep. That's unfair. Little Ursula's in good hands. Baby. Anyway, if I don't see you around the Abbey later, maybe I'll see you in testing tomorrow. Till then. Okay. Let's go back to the large garden, I guess. Bulkbert. Good day, Andreas. Okay. Pilgrim badges of St. Moritz. Indris makes these. Okay. Monument to the founder of the Abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by your descendants. What a weird, like, drawing to put on there. The Old Bailey. The apple trees have only started to bloom. It will be months before they bear fruit. Okay. Cloister. Prior's house. Was this a Volvelli? don't know what that is. Seen these before in astronomy and medical tracks. What's this one for? 2 wheels. The top wheel has Greek letters and holes cut out to reveal Latin letters beneath. The outer edge of the lower wheel is divided into 4 sections, each bearing an elemental symbol. It's a puzzle. It might be. Greek, Latin, and elemental symbols. It's obvious someone with occult interest fashioned this. Gasp. The lines connecting the holes form constellations. Cassiopeia, the Great Wagon, Libra, and Aries. I mean, they do have constellations in there, it looks like. Got the Little Dipper, for one. What do you mean by monkey? I don't know. Before I turn the upper disc aligns a different elemental symbol at the top of the lower disc. That really is a different set of letters underneath. I wonder what it's for. A decipher of some sort? I need to investigate more. This has to be connected to something else around here. Okay. Alright. Something that's not in this room. Emporium. Wait, that's where I'm supposed to go. No! Can't go in there yet. That's silly. There's a little rabbit with like a sword and a shield, and then there's a kitty, I think, catching mice. I agree with someone who said that they didn't know what cats looked like back then. They just kind of guessed. They're like, this might be a cat. Matthew. God bless you, Andreas. How's this sacristy today, Matthew? The same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mailer? No, I was just being friendly. A little. Then go in peace, friend, knowing that the Abbey's treasures are secure for another day. God be with you. One more thing, I have a favor to ask you. Until later. Yes, Andreas? Hoping you can give me my pay for the latest manuscript early. I'd like to collect my wages. Give me my pay. This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father Gano. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you eliminate, not before. Father Gano said you could pay me early. I only have a few pages left, Brother Matthew. I'll finish them in the next few days anyway. Can't you make an exception this once? Where? I think you're that donkey with a horn. Or bagpipes. That's you. Terry, I'm just kidding. No, you're not that. Donkey has more time. Very bad. And I'll think you can wait a few days to collect your wages. The Abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Breaking such contracts would cause undue trouble not only for Kearsarge but for Tassing as well. That way Father Abbot has increased the taxes on the Gertners. I understand. I won't press you further. What is this about, Andreas? I'd like to help the Gertners pay their taxes to the Abbey. The Gertners have asked me for their rent early so they can pay their taxes to the Abbey. Need the money, brother. Made a grave error and I'm in debt. If I had the coin, I'd be able to pay it off. I would not have expected Peter Gartner, of all people, to beg for a lodger for help. His wife asked me. That must have been difficult for her. I'm sorry, Andreas. If you seek remedy in the Gertner situation, plead your case to Father Gounod. The matter is pressing, Brother Matthew. In the name of Christian charity, isn't there anything you can do? This money I would be paid eventually, and it'll be a great relief to the Gertners. Made friendly inquiry about the sacristy, admitted. Hey, I got it. Success. Very well. Do not ask this of me again, Andreas Mailer. Thank you. There you are. I shall note this with Father Gounod and Prior Furnick. Ferink. Thank you, Brother Matthew. Money. God bless you, Andreas. Thanks. Pays off to be a nice person, apparently. Alright, now I've got my payment. I can give Clara the rent money. I'll give it to her directly to make sure she receives it. I'll put it on the table in the evening to surprise them. I'm gonna give it to her directly. No chances. Tower, crypt, cloister. Rudger. God bless you, Andreas. Is your voice yet recovered from Easter Mass, Rudiger? Oh yes, it was a bit of strain, but a worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord could give us this all on Easter. Exactly! Have a good day in the scriptorium. Have a good day singing. Spend your whole day singing constantly. For Abbey, Monastery Liquorium. Oh, is it just you just sit in here and talk or something? I don't know. For Abbey. Shrine. A reliquary containing the hand of Saint Moritz, which is said to have once held the Holy Lance. Holy Lance, also called the Spear of Destiny or the Lance of Longinus. Longius. It is said it is the lance that pierced Jesus' side on the cross. Many legends surround the lance, and several places claim to possess it. Yeah, right on the side. Get him. Lisbeth. God bless you, Master Mailer. Hello. Gertrude! You are tiny and cute. God bless you, Master Mailer. How goes your work in the scriptorium? Very well, thank you. It could be better. Oh, then I guess you wouldn't be interested in the saffron Agnes Stellaren received yesterday. What? Saffron? Really? Where'd you hear that? Sister Matilda saw her at the Albans. Right. Maybe you can convince Prior Furink to get some for your yellows. Good to know. How's Mosfinger? Are you in need of any herbs or flowers? I could pick some for you on my next trip to the meadow. Mosfinger. Oh, don't worry about that. I'll go gathering in the forest later. Till later, Sister Gertrude. Bless you, Andreas. Maybe I'll see you by the shrine of Saint Satia one of these days. Satia? One of Tassing's patron saints, Satia, was a local pagan who converted to Christianity and miraculously aided Saint Moritz, his soldiers, with food in the dead of winter. She was martyred for her actions. Okay. Marguerite. God bless you, Brother Piero. No, wait, it's Master Mailer. Thought you couldn't see him, Sister Marguerite. During the day, I can see some colors. How'd you know it was me? You and Brother Piero both smell of the pigments you use. But you're taller, and you have another smell to you, like fish or burned almonds. Oh, that's old linseed oil, popular among the Italians, but Brother Piero doesn't use it. I'm also much more handsome. I'll ask Sister Gertrude about it. How are Sister Gertrude's herbs coming? Too early to tell. Most of them won't be grown until May. Still working with herbs suits me. This dude smell like oil. Have a good day, Sister Marguerite. God bless you, Master Mailer. Brother Matthew maintains the shrine along with some of the sisters who paint badges for pilgrims. Interesting. Convent garden. That's where they raise nuns. Ah, feverfew. It always smells so fresh. Sister Gertrude is wise to have some in the garden. The store must lead into the rest of the convent. Not for me. Prioress's house. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there anything I can help you with? I noticed that you took the sisters inside when I walked out with the Baron. No, my apologies. Until later. What concern of it is yours? It just seemed unusual. The Baron arrived to see the abbot in the scriptorium. It is inappropriate for the sisters to interact with men. At all? The sisters interact with me? I see. That makes sense. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. I've heard more God bless yous in this game than I have after sneezing my entire life. I seriously doubt it. Lol. I don't ever hear anyone say God bless you. It's just, bless you. God bless us, everyone. I said it. As they need to, at my discretion. The Baron is an important visitor and a patron of the Abbey, but there is no need for him to speak with the sisters, or me. I see, that makes sense. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Till later. Until then. Okay. Can I hold that for you, sir? Okay. Matilda. God bless you, Master Mailer. Sister Matilda, how are you doing? Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's necessary to perform our work. Okay, kitty. Ah, forgive me. Sorry to bother you. Thank you, Master Mailer. There's a kitty. Sisters certainly keep their garden well tended. Pet, moss finger. I will pet you, kitty. Yes. Pet. Oh wow. This game just went up like way up in my brain space. That's a boy. Sophie. God bless you, Master Mailer. How are things going in the nun's kitchen? I mean no offense, Master Mailer, but I cannot speak with men. Ah, my apologies. God bless you. And you as well, sister. Like talking to all these ladies. Ah, the many-petaled cinquefoil. Brainwashed nuns can't talk to sheds. It grows so easily, some consider it a weed. Still, I think it has a certain charm. Tassing is lucky to have such wonderwort naturally growing. I had to buy it back in Nuremberg. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's that cat again. Painting of Hildegard of Bingen. Mother Cecilia's favorite. Hildegard? Saint Hildegard of Bingen was a Benedictine abbess. Bingham is what? Oh, God. Dolly. Black and white cat. Benedictine Abbess, visionary, mystic, and prolific writer on a variety of subjects, from theology to musical composition to medicine. There are some more cats on this page. Big ears, and then the big fluffy one with the flat face. What a babies. Wow. The doors into the convent are locked to outsiders, men at least. Let's get out of here. Go wash my hands. Sip hot. God give you health, Master Mailer. Brother Sebit. I'm surprised to see you still here. As am I, but I will be leaving soon, returning to Rome. Though outshone by its northern neighbor, Florence, Rome is still the seat of power for the Catholic Church and an impressive center for the arts. I and my bishop regret that we could not reciprocate Father Rudolph's generosity earlier. He showed much kindness to our priest at the Council of Constance many years ago. Council of Constance, meeting of bishops that took place between 1414 and 1418 in the Diocese of Constance to end the Papal Schism. It was also notable for the condemnation and capture of the Bohemian theologian John Hus. Remain in Rome? That is up to my bishop, but I will miss these mountains in any case. You should travel to Ethiopia, Master Mailer, and see the highlands. God has blessed my home with a wondrous beauty. I would love to, someday. I still need to return to Nuremberg and open my workshop. Yes, someday. Until then, if you are ever in Rome, I may still be around. I've only made it as far south as Florence, but I'd like to see Rome. By the way, if you have some time in the next few days, it would be nice to share a meal with you, some of the townsfolk. The townsfolk? I am accustomed to strange looks, especially in rural places like these, but I have had kind words with the baker and his wife. Oh yes, the Albans, Ulrich and Gret. Gret's pretty. I offered to tell a story to the children, their mothers, over a meal someday. Gret seemed excited about the idea, but I would be more comfortable if you were there as well. Certainly make time. Do you not eat here with the brothers? Thank you, Andreas. I look forward to it. God give you health. Okay. Go into the chapter house? I did. A place is here. Crypt. Over the tower. Let's go to the crypt. Foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land, not long after the death of Christ. These tomb markings go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the abbey. Abbot Diedrich. From the height of Cursaw's power in the 14th century, those days have long passed. A lovely relief of the Virgin and the Child. Shame it's hidden down here. Why is there a key? Give me that. That was it. Find the secret door to the library? Now what? Okay. Huh. A secret entrance to the library. I'll have to remember this. Let's go up. Why can't I just go into the library? I didn't even know I was doing a puzzle. I just clicked. How do I even get to the library? I haven't seen it. Tower. Bells. Bell tolls. Bells, 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 bells. That was the worst Edgar Allan Poe story. Bells. Tori. What is it you think you're doing, Master Mailer? Doing? Stay away from the sacristy. You know you're not allowed in there. Or the town of worms. Those were the days. Ah, of course, my apologies. You know me. I just like to take a peek where I'm not allowed. Thank you, Master Mailer. You are welcome. I'm sorry. I just was clicking because it's there. Where is this library? I found a secret entrance to. Arrow. Second. A duck. Gee. Good day, Andreas. How's your morning going, brother Guy? Gee? Fine. More contracts for the abbot. Which would you rather be making, contracts or manuscripts? Honestly, don't care, Andreas. As long as the abbot is impressed, he could have me write the first chapter of Genesis until Judgment Day. My guy. Is it Guy or Gee? I always thought it was like Gee, but maybe it's Guy. Goy. Does the abbot's opinion mean that much to you? Guy. Okay. My guy. Brother Guy. Like we day say. Gay. Guy. Gay. The abbots and the priors, both. Guy. You're lucky. When you're done with this, you're going home. Just Guy. Lol. I'm never gonna see Burgundy again. I need to make the best of the next 40 years. Burgundy. Powerful former duchy of eastern France that became a province in 1477, known for its wine, art, monasteries, and courtly fashion. Then I'll leave you to it. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. Ron Burgundy? No, he lived in Burgundy. God bless you, Andreas. How are you feeling today, Brother Adok? All mill? That looks like all mill. Like all mill. All mill? That's easy. I am well. Well done, my son. It is early. I will give you a harder one later. I look forward to all your anagrams, Brother Adok. Literal nut. Ah yes, until then. Hero. Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you. Morning, Brother Piero. Piero? Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means a storm is coming. Big George Gertner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Brother Adok has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming. Do not forget, Brother Guy, the fate of the youths who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Adok? I am comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord, in his effable wisdom, may choose to strike down. Brother Guy, please show more respect to Brother Adok. You're being mean-spirited. Calm yourself, Brother Adok. You're too sensitive to Guy's jokes. Say nothing. Stay out of this, Andreas. The old fart can defend himself well enough. I need no defense against the likes of you. God protects his faithful against the iniquitous. This will be remembered. Whoops. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means prayer. Ferric. It's not overseeing us today. He was here, but then he heard Lorenz Rothvogel had arrived, and he hurried out like a little mouse. That guy. Ferric is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rothvogel. It's pathetic. He feigned kindness to Father Abbot and our prior only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful. Oh no. Baron Rothvogel? This manuscript. I just realized that he will want to see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course that's why he is visiting. Oh, okay. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patrons' visits. What's the problem? The bearer is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Watch your mouth or I'll give you something to worry about. Guys, someday you will stand where Piero is and a young monk will stand where you are now. Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Andreas, Baron Rothvogel is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freising. Religious and secular ruler of scattered territories in the Holy Roman Empire, including the lands containing Tassing and Kershaw Abbey. A little goat devil thing on the bottom is kind of cute. It's like smug. Kershaw is already out of favor. Excuse me. Smug pig goat devil. Excuse me. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Ferric isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Okay. Oh, that's right. I need to reference the Indirmau manuscript. Prominent family of the Swiss Confederacy in Austria. To the library. What do you want, Andreas? A book. The Indirmau manuscript, the Book of Hours. Oh, right. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? Did I just get the book? What do you mean? I mean, did you sleep alone, or... Why do you want to know? Could I get the book? It'd be nice to have something to think about during divine reading. Lectio Divinia is the thoughtful reading of and meditation on Scripture. The practice leads to prayer and contemplation. It is a daily part of life in Benedictine communities. Have you considered the Lord? You really are a cloud on a sunny day, Andreas. Can I just get the book? Ugh. That's all that way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? I'm sorry, but I really can't. I need to reference it for my work. No, why are you complaining? Isn't this your job? Really? My feet and the stairs are so steep. My feet hurt and the stairs are so steep. I'm gonna ask Illuminata to get it. Oh. Sister Illuminata! Andreas needs a book and he's being inappropriate with me. Excuse me? Andreas. Dear Illuminata, I'd like to borrow the Indirmau manuscript, the Book of Hours. I wasn't being inappropriate with her. Yes, I overheard. Here, please return it promptly. you. Andreas, may I see how your manuscript, blah blah blah, may I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your opinion is always welcome. Yes, the composition is lovely. There's a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice, rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering in the scene. Not overpowering the scene. Is that all? It doesn't feel right. I don't know why. An excellent interpretation of someone else's work. What do you mean? It's all my work. That's what clients want. My son, you're copying the illustration from the Ernst manuscript almost exactly. So, what's wrong with that? Haven't I improved on it? Aesthetically, yes, it's wonderful, but I feel you have not given much thought to what it represents. It's November. In November we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter. Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gernot. What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. But it is not the way November is. Art is illusion, storytelling. But in their most sublime form, these images illuminate a path to truth. It's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for truth. Yes, but with God's grace, this book of ours, yours, will outlive us all. Oh, this book of ours will outlive us all. What will it say to those who see it in future generations, centuries beyond our comprehension? Some will gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? But you need not listen to my opinions. They are just the thoughts of one old monk. There's no place for the monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time. Does that make you sad? Why is that? Why has Kurosawa kept this up for so long? I'll admit, I am still fond of the old styles of lettering and illumination, but even in my youth I knew it could not last. The creation of books... A book? Yeah, it is books. Of art is no longer the province of monasteries, so be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in doing so, be brought to truth. Don't you think there's a danger in anyone being able to write, anyone being able to read anything? I think there will always be a place for artists like you and Brother Adok. And Brother Guy. Kind of you to say so, Andreas, but you need not be concerned for me. I have lived a long life, and I'm happy to have served the Lord. He calls for me, I am ready. Okay. Wow, where has the time gone? It's already terse. Monastic hour corresponding to 9 a.m. One of the little hours of prayer, terse precedes Mass in the chapter meeting. I'm learning a lot, way too much, about monasteries. Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule. Till later, Andreas. Can't wait to pray for like 15 tomes a day. It's 7 times a day, with 1 time at night, so 8 times. 8 times. In a 24-hour period. Lol. Until later. Here I go. Artsy fartsy. Yeah, my little pout. Oh, what is he doing? Use that constellation thing. What's going on in here? Andreas, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a bowl of paint onto the floor. But then Prior Ferink came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. He was in such a hurry, I don't even think he noticed me. He was slamming books shut. Prior Ferink should know better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. He seemed to be in a great hurry. I think he is on edge since Baron Rothvogel has arrived early. Which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work in the scriptorium. He's still mad at me for borrowing the Chronica Clara. The Clear Chronicle, a history of the universe from creation to 1082, written by the Irish monk Marianus Scotus. That reminds me, there are a few more books I've been wanting to borrow. No, anger is not an appropriate response for a nun. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reason. Not valid? Is it not valid to want to see the work of one of the great Irish scribes? You sound angry. Sound mad. One who wrote masterworks that even now grace Library of Cologne, Fulda, and Mainz. Agne. Cologne. Large, powerful, free imperial city on the River Rhine, it is a major hub for commerce between Italy and the Netherlands. It is also a popular site for pilgrims, as its cathedral contains relics of the three wise men represented as crowns on their arms. Town Fulda, town built around an old Benedictine abbey near the center of the empire. Fulda's abbots are imperial princes and wield great power. Mainz. Located on the Rhine River, Mainz is the home of the Archbishop of Mainz, an elector of the Holy Roman Empire and Primus Germania. Most learning you'll ever get right here. What, this? Oh, this game? Yeah, I don't remember a lot of the stuff, so. The Primus, the Pope's substitute north of the Alps. No, it's not. Not unless it pertains to your work, or the abbot permits it. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait, what's all this fuss about Lorenz Rothvogel? Why is Prior Ferink so nervous? Lorenz? I didn't know you were familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the prior and Father Abbot have. I only know that he purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. He paid enough to help the abbey when we needed it. Like what? What did he buy? I can't remember. You know, I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andreas? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Of course, I'll help in any way I can. Well, I was hoping to work on my masterpiece, but I suppose I can help. Thank you. It's for the good of the Abbey. Where should I begin? Out there, where you and your cohort have carelessly strewn books around the scriptorium. I will tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them and return them to me. The first books are 2 volumes of the Aeneid. There's no L. It looks like an L. Poetic epic telling of the legend of Aeneas, a heroic Trojan who struggles to reconcile his personal desires with his destiny to found Rome. It was written in the 1st century BC by the Roman poet Virgil. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. That's very specific. Innsbruck inches or Nuremberg inches? Oh, I know the ones. They're among Piero's favorites. He keeps them by my desk. They are not his to keep. Okay. Imagine having different inches. There's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. Those volumes were old, even when Piero started to make the copies. This is bigger. How long ago was that? 3 years. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. Why is she in the book? Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido. Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero? We all have our vocations, brother. Piero takes his more seriously than most of the others in this abbey. You certainly take your chosen vocation seriously. Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do. Well, surely it's not that dire. Is it really that bad? You're right, of course. Is it really that bad? Is being a woman that limiting? Yes. She's exaggerating. It's fine. How would you know? True, she knows her life better than I do. You're right, of course. I appreciate that you understand how limited our roles and our choices truly are. Even in stories, we are maidens to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men, or wizened crones, like Dido. We ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that. From the empress to a nun, it is our lot. I suppose I understand now why you are not fond of the Aeneid. It's fine poetry, for men. Now, the books, if you please. I like how they moved around in the story. That was cool. Thank you. Next, Wretched Guerin. This is a printed copy. Green cover, diamond pattern. Wretched Guerin. Italian chivalry. Romance, written by Andrea de Barberino. In the early 15th century, the titular character rises from impoverished origins to go on heroic adventures and discover his noble parentage. Originally published as a manuscript, it enjoyed greater success as a printed book. I do not have the size in the ledger, but hopefully the description is enough. I know the one you're talking about. Brother Adak was reading it. Okay. Just take it out from under him, I guess. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy. We don't. It belongs to Amadea Rusco of Lugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. Lugano, highly contested Swiss market town located in the southwestern Alps. The Dukes of Como and Milan fought for control over it until it was claimed by the Swiss Federation in 1513. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it. Certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. That book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. A baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, then lives a life of venture, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments. Forget the best part. In the end, Gurin learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictines should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures. I suppose you're right. It's better suited for knaves like me. Lusty adventures. What's the harm? I suppose you're right. It's not my place to recommend anyone for reading stories, least of all you, Andreas. Still, we must be on guard. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Sometimes, yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There's neither There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Maybe one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas. We must return it, or would you like the abbot to receive a fourth letter? I hate to see the brothers disappointed, but I understand. It's not my goal to deprive the brothers of their joy, but to return Amadea Rusco's property. The book, please. Okay. Here we go. There's only one book left. Then you will be freed from bondage. Dark red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. Oh, I remember that. I believe Brother Guy was reading it. Does he have the same face as that radish? No. Lol, red lead. Now that I think about it, Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good, please bring it here. What is this, anyway? Huh, maybe I should have learned French at some point. What is this? Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Why won't you tell me what this book is? Because it is a dangerous book, Andreas Mailer. One the previous abbot tolerated in spite of a papal order to destroy it. 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its author shared the same fate. What? Why? I don't know, Andreas. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous. When did the bishops condemn it? What's happening? I'm floating. Oh, read that. 200 years ago. What? Why? Why is it still here? His father Matthias loved books. All books. He didn't want to see it destroyed. Sounds reckless. And he was right to do so. Books shouldn't be destroyed, even if their content is in question. I can sympathize with him. That's fine, but my father Matthias is gone. It's not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Gernot learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed. Should the book be destroyed? No one even knows that it's here. Well, I refuse to give it to you if all you're going to do is destroy it. Fine, here, take it. I do. So do Mother Cecilia and Father Gernot. Well, I refuse to give it to you if all you're going to do is destroy it. Fine, here, take it. But it says. I didn't pick the French one. fine. Here, take it. Good, it's for the best, thank you. There you go. Now then, Baron Rothvogel. Quickly, though, I need to finish up here soon. You said he buys books from the Abbey. What kinds? How long has he been visiting the Abbey? He seemed unusually friendly with me. I don't understand it, honestly. He mentioned finding a copy of Historia Tessi. He said it had some scandalous details in it. She may only have time to answer one question, so I should choose carefully. Which one do you think I should pick? The bottom one? Okay. I also mentioned that Father Matthias had a copy and was looking for another to verify its contents. Do you know anything about the book? I've heard of it, but I have never read it, and I know little about its contents. The subject is broad, but I believe the book deals specifically with the Roman occupation of this land. What about that could have upset Father Matthias so much? What do you know about the Romans in Tessin? I have no proper education on the subject. I only know the folklore passed between the locals in this community. And of course, the miraculous life of Saint Moritz is intertwined with that of the colony. But you can always ask Brother Matthew about the saint. It's a story he's told hundreds of times. What do you think about the legend of Saint Moritz? Well, what's the folklore then? There were pagans here first, before the Romans. They dug out the old salt mine. Then the Romans came, worked the mine, built the aqueduct, and the foundations of the keep beneath us. St. Moritz's legion came, Saint Satia helped them, and was martyred for it. What have the Romans ever done for us? The aqueduct. Education, medicine, basic security. God, I love that movie. Sometimes. Life of Brian. And then the Romans left. They took their slaves, their legions, and their gods with them. Another tribe moved in and built a new town on the bones of the old. Sic transit Gloria Romae. Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help, Andreas. I suppose you'll be leaving via the crypt? Smiled devilishly. Hee. Scoundrel. What are you smiling about? I suppose you'll be leaving via the crypt. I am filled with the joy of books. Oh, just a little secret. Hee. I don't know which one I want to pick. This one or this one? Because I don't want to tell her about the thing in the crypt because I want to go up in it. Middle then. Alright. You are a strange man. Good day, Andreas. God be with you. Strange little man. Sixth. That's the bell for sixth. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. Monastic hour corresponding to noon, one of the little hours of prayer, followed by dinner. I should see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. Should probably call it here. Okay. I think he's working by the guest house below the Abbey for the night. Yeah, I know. Alright. I don't know if how it saves. Oh, your game was last saved 3 seconds ago. Alright, cool. Yeah, let's go to the main menu. Alright, everybody. Well, this has been Pentiment. It's a lot of reading and a lot of learning that I didn't think I'd be doing. Which is fine, because I just need more knowledge, apparently. Outside of my work, which probably isn't true. Need that knowledge. Sure. But, so yeah. Yeah, so... Sorry. If you want to follow me here on Twitch, because you liked what you were watching, you can always do so. If you... And then if you want to see any of my other live streams whenever I do them, I hope to be playing at least once a week now that I'm not sick anymore. Or doing family Christmas and vacations and whatnot. So, hopefully for that. But if you want to watch these after the fact, or if you missed some of this video, or you want to watch any of my other videos, I do have a link in my Twitch channel for my YouTube channel, which is under Archangel Becca as well. And you can always subscribe and get notifications over there. And you won't miss any of my videos. Win-win. So yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.